Welcome back to Scale Me Down. This is a review of the Ruco GPS RFID tag. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. You fit the tag to your drone or model aircraft and it transmits GPS position, height, speed, heading and operator ID that anyone can view using an app on their mobile phone. This tag was sponsored by Ruco for us to investigate. But before we start, let's have a look at what you get in the box and how to set it up back at the workshop. In the box, you get the tag with QR codes for Android or Apple setup, some printed instructions, a charge cable and various mounting options including Velcro and a reusable and ordinary cable ties. The tag is small and weighs 13 grams. The printed instructions are very clear and setup is simple. You download the app and if you're in the USA, you register this serial with the FAA. Then you switch it on, press and hold this button for 3 seconds to pair it to your phone through the app. For my first test, I fitted the tag to this motor glider with double-sided servo tape. Next, I conducted a range check and all was well with this FrSky radio gear. It soon found some satellites, so I launched the glider and as you'd imagine, the small tag had no effect on how it flew. Meanwhile, Gwen was using the app on her phone. As soon as she pressed the Drones Around button, the model popped up on the map straight away. You can zoom in the map to get a clearer view. If you press in detail, it brings up this other page of information. The tag has a pressure sensor that outputs height and altitude, but no compass, so heading is based on GPS direction of travel. Also note how the pilot's position is not reported. This flight resulted in a graceful landing, but a further use of this device is for finding a lost or crashed model. You simply let your phone guide you right to your model. That worked well on the motor glider, but now let's try the tag on something that flies a bit faster and that we can fly upside down. This is my What's What that I built from the Chris Foss Builders Kit, and it features Spektrum radio gear. The Spektrum radio gear in this model also range checked and worked with the tag without issue. The instructions say that the tag must be able to see the sky for satellite reception, but I tried unsuccessfully to confuse it with some aerobatics, including some inverted circuits. I also tried the tag inside the model, again with no issues. At the time of making this video, systems like this are not yet mandatory in the UK, although they are in other parts of the world. How do you feel about the introduction of remote ID? Please leave your comments in the section below. I'd just like to take a few moments to give my thoughts and conclusions on this system by answering some questions that some of our subscribers have asked. So, the first one, I've asked how much does this tag cost? It's a little under $40. It'd be a bit less if you use my promotional code, which you'll find in the description below. What do I like or dislike about this particular tag? Well, I like that it's completely independent of the radio gear, which means you could move it from one model to the next, which means you potentially only need one tag. It's also small, light and simple. However, what that also means, what I dislike, is that the Aeromodeler doesn't get the benefit of the GPS telemetry data back at the transmitter, whereas some other manufacturers, you'd plug this into the data port of the receiver on the model. Does it work with Futaba? I don't know. We tried this tag with FrSky and Spektrum radio gear with these two models. We do have lots of other models and one of them is on Futaba. We'd have to try it in the future. Do you still need an operator ID displayed on your model? Yes, you do. So this tag doesn't replace that. You still have to register with your national authority, which in the UK for us that's a CAA, and display your operator ID on your model. What do I think of remote ID in general? Well, like you, and I think perhaps most modelers, I'm a bit wary, as I feel that the legislation that's been brought in for us is a bit heavy-handed and disproportionate. However, if this technology is used to better enhance flight safety, then I think none of us can really argue. If you have any further questions about this Ruco RFID tag, then please leave them in the comments section below, along with what you think about remote ID. Thanks to Ruco for supplying this tag for review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.